So what you're telling me is that you have an opening for a slot on your local... Oh, the camera's rolling. Hi. Welcome to Breakfast Gamer, the home of, well, Breakfast Gamer. I'm Breakfast Gamer. Yeah, it's not a very creative name, but go, whatever. And as you can tell, I review games, but not just games. I also will review a movie and a television show, if I find one that's interesting enough. But what game should I start with? Oh, my fingers. Oh, of course, a mobile game. Dude, are you really gonna review a mobile game as your first episode? We'll lose all credibility that we have, which is, by the way, none. You're gonna have negative credibility. Hey, shut up, man. I can talk about whatever I want. It's my show. Forgive my, plush shark. Yeah, I have one. I brought my stuffed animals to life, so I wouldn't have to do any work on my show. But, yeah, it's true. I'm reviewing mobile games. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but those aren't real games. Well, they are to me. You see, to me, mobile games are kind of like the modern equivalent of arcade games. They're both really cheap to play, and they're both less focused on getting to the end of a story, and more focused on getting your high score. Now, that's not to say they're the same thing, because they aren't, but they are similar to me. And what better way to start off my mobile game reviewing show than with reviewing the most popular game of them all, Fortnite. Fooled you, didn't I? No, we're really gonna talk about Honey Pop. That's not a mobile game. Angry Birds. Angry Birds was created by Rovio, a Finnish games company. The game took inspiration from Crush the Castle, quote unquote. The game's storyline is simple. There were these birds, and they had some eggs, and then these pigs took their eggs. Yeah, I know, it's a rather simple story, but hey, mobile games are modern arcade games, remember? The real meat is in the gameplay, and I will admit, it's fun. Like, really fun. Like, holy crap, this is so much fun. I want to devote life to it fun. And it can surprisingly be addicting. Luckily, I don't have an addictive personality. I will say, it feels really good when you defeat a hard stage, or even an easy stage, really. Haha, take that, you pig Nazi bastard. Oh. Hey, look, man, I'm sorry. No, it's fine. Okay then, back to the game. There are various power-ups you can use in the game. Unfortunately, you have to buy them, so they're not really useful if you run out. Now let's talk about the various characters you can play as in the game. There's Red, who is the standard one and doesn't really have any special moves. He can get the job done, but not very easily. There's the Blues, who split into 3 different ones. They're great at breaking ice, or whatever that is, but not very useful in anything else. There's Chuck, who can go faster and zoom into things like wood. He's probably my favorite, and, well, he's probably the best. There's not really much flaws about him. There's Bomb, who can blow up upon impact. This is nice, but if you send him in and don't push him second, he can blow up even more stuff. Like Chuck, there's not many flaws about him, so he's quite kind of overpowered. There's Matilda, who can shoot fertilized eggs out. It's kind of gross, but anyways, the fertilized eggs are kind of fine if you land them in the nice right place. Other than that, she's pretty useless. There's Hal, who is the boomerang bird or the green bird. This guy, he'll be lucky enough to get hit one pig. The mechanic they chose for him was very implemented poorly. Fuck you. Bubbles, who can poof up like really big. He's probably my third favorite. But other than that, he can't really do anything useful. Stella, who can create bubbles. Wait, if she can create bubbles, why didn't they name her Bubbles? Anyways, she's sometimes useful, but sometimes not. And finally, there's Terrence, who is a bigger version of Red. Except, unlike Red, he's not useless because he can destroy things just by launching into them. He's pretty awesome. Overall, I think the game has some problems. For starters, there's some obvious balance issues with the birds given, and makes me wish I could switch them at will. I also find the game somewhat difficult in places, and I know that a part of the game is to get challenging as it goes on, but it's challenging at in level 1. Maybe I just suck at the game. Also, I don't like how the power-ups cost money, and you can't just find them in the levels themselves. And yeah, I know they don't cost real money, but the money to pay for them costs real money. It's like some Inception shit. Overall, I think the game has a few problems, but overall, it's a fun experience. And SpongeBob, Blackety Blue, Skiddity Doo, monkeys, bananas, bananas, bananas. Okay, who wrote that? Okay, but seriously, it's a fun game. It's available on iOS and Android. Get it if you want to. I'm Breakfast Gamer, and this has been Breakfast Gamer. Bye-bye. Hey, I just found you an opening slot. We're meeting them in 6 weeks. 6 weeks? Wow. That is a really long time. I better get ready. Bye-bye.